Make sure nobody's trying to get in. No, we're good. Anybody trying to get in? Yeah, we're good.
Takers, anybody?
Bueller. Anyone? Hey, everybody, how's it going? We're doing the podcast. This is when me and some of the friends get together. We have not gotten, wait, let me see. I did. Bert wants to know. I can't.
What happened?
Well, no, because when you connect on Zoom, it gives you two ways to invite people. One of them is through email.
Right.
And the other one is, like I sent to you. And then the other one is that you already have a contact that's already in Zoom.
Oh, yeah.
And so when that happens, you know what I mean? That's how I did it before with Albert.
Right.
But for some reason, it's not popping up anymore. So he has to come in the regular email way.
The broke-ass way, come in the back door.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, so he was like, "Where is it?" I don't have. I got to figure it out. I was.
Did you mention my name to the guys at the door?
Yeah, exactly.
Tell them I'm with you.
And they said, "You're out of here." Bro, what a crazy week, man. It's like a lot of shit is beginning to turn. People are starting to get pissed. People are starting to say,
"Oh yeah,
fuck it. If we die, we die." I mean, that's the attitude. And
say it in the Russian voice.
Well, hey guys, hey Texas, what's up? Well, here's the thing about it. I understand me saying like, all right, fuck it. If I die, I die. Right? That's kind of like you don't have HIV, but you're fucking without a rubber. Right? Like, that's on you. Right?
Yeah.
You get busted, you get fucked, that's on you. But I think that the problem is, you know, you have an HIV, not knowing you have HIV, and fucking all of us.
You're Freddie Mercury. You're Freddie Mercury in that situation.
Right. Exactly, dude. So that's like where I'm at with this, because I'm like, look, nobody wants to get to work before me. Like nobody. Nobody.
I'm looking at you without a haircut and a golf shirt on with a white Bronco outside. You're ready to fucking take off.
But dude, I did a fucking I did this thing on, when did I do it? Was it a couple of days ago anyway, where I just went in the middle of nowhere. What's up, guys? Some Renee Diaz, say what's up. And I was just scream my fucking lungs out, bro. Like it felt good. Yeah. I haven't.
Oh, I saw that. I saw you went into a parking lot and almost had a hemorrhoid pop.
I did, bro. Since I was, dude, I started doing stand-up when I was 20 years old.
Right.
I'm 52. I have never not been on a stage for over a week and a half, maybe at the most.
Right.
I'm going on a month and a half. And looking forward to, you know, the mayor of LA pretty much said that he's not going to have concerts of any kind till the 2021. So,
no.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Really?
Well, I mean, think about it. Look, you and I, we can't go to comedy clubs and think of all the clubs. Just think of the clubs in New York, right?
Right.
They can't survive with 1/3 or 1/4 of the people.
No.
Because I mean, all right.
Hold on. Unless you're, and I love them, but unless you're Dangerfields and you've been doing that for 75 years.
Yeah, but not really. Right? Because think about Juan is fucking sideways again. Jesus Christ.
Why is his name iPhone fucker this time?
Yeah. And hey, bro, just so you know, Cisco, when you're dark and you're not lit well, it's not a good combination, dog.
I don't know what to tell you, brother.
Light yourself better, bro. Put a lamp on your ass or something, bro.
Tell your mom to come in with a flashlight.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell Sam to come in with an iPhone flashlight and just point it at your face, dog. Just hold it up. Just hold it up like this, bro. Like, that's real. So hey, everybody's here. I don't know why they're fucking late. They know it's supposed to be on time, but whatever.
I'm here, right? You hear me?
Yeah, we know you're here, but why were you late?
Oh shit.
Oh, technical difficulties.
Did you have to pay? You have to buy a new iPhone?
No. I just have to fucking pay the bill so I can download this goddamn app. They're like, you cannot download, and then it will say you need to make payment requirement to download. I couldn't download shit, bro. But hey, but I got it. Being real, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, motherfuckers.
Oh, so yeah, bro. It's getting to that point, you know what I mean? Where if we think about it, I'm thinking about, all right, a club like, let's think of all a club that we've all been to. What's a Dallas club that you've been to, or a Texas club you've been to, Kevin?
Oh, I haven't been to Texas. What about?
So let's go to New York. Think of Gotham.
Yeah.
In order for people to be, well, first of all, everybody's going to have to wear a mask.
That's crazy.
Initially.
Which is totally, well, for a while. You
right.
know? I mean.
So if you're smiling or laughing, go like this.
Like,
I'll tell you what, Juan, I won't notice a difference at my shows. It'll be the same thing for me.
Oh, you know what though, guys? There was this dude. Oh my God. Chance Langton. Yeah. He used to do this great bit where he would say, what would he say? Oh yeah, he would say, no, he would make hand signals for the people. He would be like, all right, if you laugh like a little bit, I'll do this. If you laugh hard, I'll go like this. If you start clapping, I'll point to you. And so that's how, like, even if you were deaf, you could tell how hard they were laughing based on what he was doing. If you start clapping, I wonder if it's going to be the opposite now. If we're going to tell audiences, yo, man, we can't hear you. So if it's kind of funny, just do this. If it's really, oh, yeah, that was it. If it's really funny, I'll roll. If it's going to be the opposite, and then I'll point and wave. So maybe that's what we need. You tell a joke that's okay, and the audience goes like that. Like those that think it's kind of funny. The people that really think it's funny, they're like, oh, you got me rolling. And then if there's an applause break, well, they can applaud, and you can just point to them, and now we know, like, oh, shit, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, if you want to give me
bro.
If you want to give me a standing ovation, have a seizure in front of me.
Dude, but think about it. I mean, I'm actually not just contemplating. I'm going to figure it out, but I'm going to do a special where I'm going to give 100 of my fans or so access to Zoom. I'm going to connect with each one of them and be like, hey, I'm going to do a special, but you guys have to be connected to the TV and I can hear your laughter. So like, don't talk, just like at a comedy club, just laugh or don't laugh, but be a part of it. And then I'll just do it live. So that way I'll be able to hear their laughter. And it won't look like, I don't even want to point out shows, but some of the shows that have come back, that weird pause for home laughter, but you can't hear shit yourself, that's weird.
Wouldn't it be great if, like, in normal comedy clubs, it took over, like, Zoom, and if someone heckles, you could just mute that person?
You can.
But in real life, you just cover their fucking mouth with your hand at this point?
But isn't that pretty much what we do by just eviscerating these poor people sometimes? I personally, I fucking love the way Cisco does it. Cisco handles audiences in a different way than I've ever seen in my fucking life. By the way, if you don't understand what I'm saying, Chico State Register or Chico State, whatever, some newspaper from Chico State about 2 months ago wrote an article about it, about how interactive Cisco's show is, where he he asks the audience a lot of questions, right? And bringing them into the show. So he'll say something like, oh, women are blah, blah, blah. And then, well, I'll prove it. So he points to a woman and he'll be like, guys, blah, 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 and he'll point to a guy. But here's what I love. He'll do that, ask questions to the audience, and then later, right, when somebody just yells some shit out, he'll be like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, dude, it's your fault. You're incorporating them into all this shit. And then when they want to be like, hey, that's not true. Like, he's like, oh, nobody would fucking shut the fuck up. And I'm, oh my God.
By round of applause, who thinks I'm a nice guy in here? And someone claps. He's like, I fucking hope you die.
No, but it's not even that. It's that he's literally talking to the audience. And sometimes he'll ask them a question and they'll answer it in a way that he didn't want or wasn't anticipating. And he'll call them a fucking liar to their face, like angry.
I'm an angry human being.
He asked the woman something and he was expecting her to say no, but like something dirty, like, would you take a snake and wrap it around and put it in your, you know? And she goes, yeah. And he was like, shut up, you lying bitch.
So she was lying.
What was that? Like, do you remember the incident?
Yeah, she was lying.
What do you mean? She said it pretty quick.
She said yes, and her husband looked at her like, bitch, you never done that with me.
Well, that doesn't mean she's not ready to do it. That just means that her husband ain't, he ain't playing ball, bro. That's
what you're like? Means. You're like Pinky in Next Friday when you're like, say another motherfucking word. I double dare you.
Sorry,
that's a friend of mine.
How you guys holding up?
Gucci.
Oh, look at Albert, dude.
Ooh.
Look at producer Bert outside. Wait a minute. Everybody be quiet. This is important. Bert, are you grilling tonight?
No, I'm actually eating out today.
What do you order?
Hey,
I have no idea.
I wish I could afford that. Hey guys, my Cash App is right here.
All right, you know what? Everybody put out their cash stuff. Everybody say what they want. Everybody say, because we're all, hey, listen, everybody's hurting, man. Everybody's hurting. So Cisco, what's your Cash App?
It's
and
right
by
here.
the way, can we tell Juan how to change the Cash App thing, please?
iPhone fucker.
You put iPhone fucker.
So you could change it. Put your Cash App, Juan.
That's actually Apple's default setting. It just says iPhone fucker now.
Okay, hold on, man.
That's when you buy. That's when you buy an iPhone in the hood. It just says iPhone fucker.
So Kevin, do you have a Cash App or anything like that they could send you money to?
Nah, I don't have a Cash App or anything.
All right, Bert, do you have a Cash App? No, I'm paying you, so go fuck yourself. You don't need any money.
I'm good.
Paying you to stay home.
I don't know what's iPhone fucker. I'm trying to figure it out, fuckers.
So what is your Cash App? Let everybody know, Juan.
It's
Go to your settings, homie.
I'm gonna put it. My wife ain't working it. She's trying to help me.
You do it.
Okay, can you? Come on, can somebody walk him through this shit, please?
Bro, hit the little 3 buttons on the top right.
Settings.
Yo, that guy
where
from
it says where it says more. Where it says
more. Okay.
Get my
Yeah.
More. Now what? Chat, meeting settings, raise hand, virtual background. What I do?
Change your background.
Man,
we're tired of looking at that.
Not funny. Still laughing at his own shit again.
Walk him through it, guys. So hit more, and then where does he go?
I'm trying.
The chat. It says chat, meetings, and raise hand.
No, that's not it.
Click on your actual screen on yourself, and then on the
bottom. That's right. Yeah.
And then where it says iPhone fucker, click on that, and then change.
Okay.
There you go. And put your
and then put your app right there.
Oh hell. Okay, do it.
Oh hell no.
Oh, see, producer Bert. Put producer Bert. Oh, you guys are cute.
Yeah, Kevin's still in New York.
Yeah, hold
Kevin
on.
is still Kevin.
I'm pointing something.
I should put Ned on mine just to piss off. I told you his name was Ned.
Dude, I'm not in my basement. Somebody said I'm live from my basement.
I think I'm under it now, bro.
Wait, hold on. Did you guys get my new name? Did you get my new name?
Oh, Carlos is German.
There it is. Carlos is
I wanna
German. Hey,
I
bro,
wanna hear those
if you're gonna make me German, you better spell Carlos with a K, bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, AJ
No,
Gomez
seriously,
says.
because
AJ
most of the
Gomez
things
says
that
the
I think
text
go to
mess,
K.
Juan.
Where'd I go?
Yeah.
You're,
Everything's
you're
good.
right there, bro. You're
Oh,
good.
am I?
You're there.
Yeah, I got you. We got you, bro. So there it is. Carlos is
No,
German.
you're not there.
Only Ash, producer
Oh, there I
Bert.
am.
Everybody is. Everybody is. So, hey, Juan,
What's
do
up?
you know of people just in general where you live or that you've talked to that are pretty much kind of like, I don't care if I get it and I don't give a shit anymore, or I might die. Fuck it. I need to go work. I need to get out of the house.
A lot of people are saying that, dude. They want to go protest. They want to all get together like they're doing in Michigan and a whole bunch of places. And what do you call it? Like I'm trying to really be careful in it. Like, you know what I mean? So I had to go to Walmart and I didn't want to go, but we needed some stuff, water, some whatever. And man, people were kind of staying away from each other. Some weren't wearing masks. I had my mask on, gloves, whatever. And then these Mexican dudes walked by and he said in Spanish, he goes, these guys wearing these masks are so fucking stupid. And bro, I've been in this apartment just, kicking, jumping, spinning, doing whatever.
How's your Toyota?
Shit, I was it's
That's his
great,
apartment.
bro. Thank you for asking. And I said, I'm gonna tell him you asked about him. He said, what's up? No, but bro, like I didn't know how, how fucking tensed or mad or whatever. Because he said it. I said, I'm just trying to live, bro. I said, we're just trying to live. And that's like the most bitches thing that I could say. Like, but that's me, man. Like, you know what I mean? I'm saying, hey, bro, we're just trying to live.
Oh yeah,
Because if somebody would have said these dudes wearing these masks look so fucking stupid, I wouldn't have said nothing. I would, I mean, I would have just walked up to him.
Right.
Like, yeah, bro. And there was 3 of them. I would have probably got my ass whooped.
Nah, it was probably the dude was probably little, so that's why he didn't say anything.
No, Bert.
He probably heard about you, bro.
No.
He heard about that other little dude that fucked you up 3 times.
Nah, Bert,
That's
like,
not
There's
criminal.
one.
this dude,
Fuck
the
this
criminal
guy. We
guy.
can fuck him up.
he probably bought a slip from me, this motherfucker. That's what it was. He probably bought a slip. But anyway, this dude got a little bit taller than me, Bert, so it was gonna be perfect. And I was gonna go up. I already had the shot and everything, man. So, but I lost it. I didn't realize how, because I haven't been around people, and then people are fucking rude, and I'm like, damn,
Yeah, but
man, people are dying and shit. They didn't
but
care.
people are
Then
still not doing the numbers.
no,
That's
they don't
the
give a
problem.
shit. They don't care. They don't care, and some people get away
Of
from
course
you.
they care. They don't care right now because it's not. It probably hasn't
Exactly.
hit them, bro. They don't have a
Yep.
family member that died. They don't have somebody they know that died.
I know
I mean,
4 people that died already up there.
Dude,
4.
there's 330 million people in this country, and only half a million or a little bit over half a million have got it, and we've already had almost 40,000 deaths.
Yeah.
Multiply that, bro, times
Yeah, and then
everybody gets it. That's a lot, dude. Once that shit gets to those levels, I don't know, man.
Yep, it's time to go.
I don't think people are gonna be cool about it. Like, did you hear about the chick that got thrown in jail for manslaughter?
This sounds like the setup to a street joke.
For what?
I thought you were going to say masturbating.
Which I got. Okay, so I was told this, and I don't know the whole story. So if somebody wants to take the time to get it real quick, but I guess that this older woman, like an elderly 80-something-year-old lady, got a little too close to another woman who was 21, and she pushed her away because of social distancing. The old lady fell down and broke something and died. So they put the 21-year-old in jail for manslaughter. I don't know if it's going to stick, but yeah. Man. Which, by the way, Judge Carlos would let her free.
It was a black too.
Right? Judge Carlos would be like, that social distancing, old lady. But here's the problem. It was at a hospital. So if she was at the hospital, she was probably sick already or maybe sick. So, like, if you're both sick, why are you pushing the old lady, man?
She probably said, fuck it, we at a hospital. This is the best place to get pushed. I mean,
like, what? You don't push
she's right there,
people,
dude.
Bro.
They got emergency. They got doctors and nurses. She'll be all right.
Black lady that she punched.
What was that?
She get it.
Punched the old black lady.
Who did?
The person it was a 32-year-old lady that punched an 89-year-old woman.
right?
And they were at a hospital.
Punched or
already.
pushed?
Punched.
Okay.
Dang.
And they were where?
Thug style.
They were already at a hospital.
Right.
Holy
But
shit.
what was the young lady doing at the hospital?
Let's see. She was arrested April 2nd. Hold on. No. They're just saying how nice the old black lady was.
That's so fucked up. The old dead lady was so nice.
Are you reading her church's newsletter?
But see, look, Judge Carlos would let me see. Judge Carlos would probably let her free because in the first place, don't get close to her. You already know about social distancing, right? I think Judge Carlos might let her free. I got to think about this one though. About this one because it's also life and death, right? You might get it, you might die. You don't know.
Yeah, I put on probation. Fuck it.
How old was the lady that died?
She was 89.
She's all right. Fuck it.
She
Right,
probably just blew on her.
Right,
Time
what
to
do you say
go.
about the old people?
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Quit fighting it. Because I was saying, Kevin, that we ought to put a cap on age now because there's like I think at 90 it's time to go, fuckers. Like, what are you doing here?
I'm not gonna fight you because you're older than me, so I'll be here longer.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, once you're like one, I don't want to be 90. Like, it's time to go, fucker. Like, what are you doing at 90 years old? You already did everything. Like, man, at 90 it's time to go.
Somebody here wrote, hitting an old lady is just fucked up.
It is.
It is though.
And if an old lady kills you, it's even more fucked up.
Yeah, but I couldn't. Well, here's the thing. At first, I thought it was a push. Pushing somebody away is all right. They're getting too close. You push them away, hold your distance. But she punched her, right? That's what you said, Cisco?
Yeah, punched her.
Yeah.
So she didn't just go move. She punched the old lady, dude.
Well, she did say move, but she followed it up with "bitch, get out the way."
She punched her. Punched her and was like, "How you get?"
Kevin had said something.
Ooh, bitch, get out the way.
Yeah, so it was move, bitch.
Yep.
That's so fucked up.
And as soon as she hit her, bam, caught the corona. Stupid ass.
She hit the floor and then caught coronavirus.
Yeah, no, the girl that punched her.
Oh, she gave her corona with her face.
Yeah, she got the droplets.
Shut up. Somebody wants to know something else. Somebody's giving you shout outs.
Now we got
Shout
some
outs
weird
to you
news,
guys.
man.
So all of you guys, they love you guys. You think you're fun. Let me see. Yep.
Thank you.
Somebody said, when's Carlos gonna say DTD again?
Oh yeah, somebody said once Carlos gonna say titiri, and then Alex is saying, "Don't ever say titiri again." Dude, that's what I get, bro. I'm polarizing. One person says, "Dude, you don't say titiri." The other people are like, "Don't ever say that again. It's whack."
That's perfect. You said it 3 times.
Exactly, dude. But here's the thing: a lot of people don't understand. They think titiri is about people with disabilities. Titiri is just duh to the third power. It's not a clinical thing. It's just about idiots. That's it. All right, idiots. That's all it's about. So
Dude,
there
I
you
do
go.
not look like a millionaire in Saudi Arabia, bro. God damn it.
What was that?
Somebody said I look like a millionaire in Arabia Saudita.
Wow. I love the fact that you're not
look like a
embarrassed
sheik.
that you look like a millionaire. You're just pissed off. You look Middle Eastern.
Well, both
Somebody said I get 10 million hits. What the fuck?
Are you on Sound? I think he's on SoundCloud.
Man.
Dude, what are those covered chairs, Bert?
What?
Are those chairs that are covered?
Yeah, right here. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're outdoor.
Hey, be
patio.
careful. I see some droplets behind you, bro. Be careful. the little drop. I don't know if you can see them, but they're behind you. They're floating around.
What, droplets?
Yep. They're all around Bert right now.
Oh, dude. That's another thing, by the way. When we go back to perform, when we scream and talk, we're doing droplets, bro. What is new comedy gonna be? Is new comedy gonna be like that right there? You know what I mean? Where there's so we're gonna have a mic, but instead of
with the guard
with the fucking spit guard,
Man.
so that
and a map.
but it's gonna block the face.
And I got a missing tooth, but I be spitting like a motherfucker, like shit. People think they're at a fucking, they think they're at a Gallagher show. Like, what the fuck? Get the plastic. Hey, and kid, it's on this side that's missing, dude. So I don't even spit forward. It comes out to the side like that, bro. When I'm talking, it's my spit comes this way. That's crazy, dude.
So don't sit
like,
to the left of you.
Yeah,
You're like
my
those
son,
baseball
like
players that are so good at the seeds that they just and they just and shit just coming out the sides, bro.
yeah, that would be my discharge unit.
That's fucking funny as shit.
Shit, yep. But I got one on layaway, about to get it.
You got a tooth on layaway?
Yeah.
Somebody
I didn't know it was fucking $4,500.
It's gonna
Clear
be
choice, Juan.
it's gonna
Clear
be
choice.
a tooth from that 80-year-old woman. They're gonna send it to Houston.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one from Steve Harvey, one of them big old motherfuckers, and bam!
It ain't gonna fit, bro.
Nah, it ain't gonna fit, dude. There's some big teeth, dude. I told black people, I went. Steve was there, and it was like 1,000 black people. I did a show, and I said, like, black people, you always keep it real. You call out your own people, you know, this and that. But you let me down because when Steve Harvey bought them big ass teeth, y'all didn't say nothing. Nobody said, like, not even one person said, God damn, Steve. These are big. He came out on Family Feud, bro, and they just like, whoa, like.
You know what, dude? I would laugh at that joke, but they might invite me on Family Feud one day, so I'm gonna say you're a dick for saying that.
Oh, I can't wait to tell Steve, like, hey man, like nobody like said nothing
On
to
Family
you?
Feud. On Family Feud, right?
Huh? Yeah.
You're gonna tell him on Family Feud.
Yeah, whatever say. Okay, name 10 things. I would say your big ass teeth. what would be the 3 things that you say to your mama? Steve got some big ass teeth. Nah, but Steve's my boy. I love him, man. He texted me. He heard me talking about him. Like, heard you making fun of my teeth. I'm like, yeah, I need a couple. Can you spare some? Can you buy me some?
What'd he say?
Oh, he didn't reply, motherfucker. I sent him my cash app. I'm waiting.
It's not coming back.
Yeah. Cause I said, them teeth look strong, boy. Like I seen Steve, I was hanging out with him. That fucker walked up to a coconut. He said, I'm gonna get some coconut milk. And that dude was about to chop it up. Steve said, I got it. And he just grabbed that coconut and said, like,
Hey,
them
Cisco,
motherfuckers is
are
strong.
you guys are you going to the beach?
No.
Because it's open, right?
Yeah, I'm not going. Fuck that.
Is Miami Beach open or just the ones up in Jacksonville?
I think just the one in Jacksonville. Miami's still shut down.
Oh, really? Are you beginning to see pissed off people that are like, fuck it, I don't care if I get it?
Just a lot of people that are like, just dying to figure out how to get the money for bills and shit like that. Not dying, but like they're going, like it's driving them crazy. A lot of broke people out here, bro.
There's a lot of broke people everywhere, dude. I mean, most people couldn't miss a paycheck.
There's a lot of broke people in this chat right now.
Yeah, by the way, go ahead and do your cash apps again. Do your cash apps again, guys.
Right here, guys. Right here. It's right here. Hey, Ned, somebody
Hey, listen, ladies, if your baby daddy is causing you problems and you want somebody to cuss them out and scare the shit out of them, cash at me. I will call that motherfucker and scare the shit out of him.
Remember, that was like little Mexican. That's it.
I would drop my voice to an octave, like somebody's daughter. Hey, what's up?
Hey, Ned,
somebody you fucking around with Becky
about the Honduras trip with Bobby Lee.
What was that?
Somebody wants to hear the Honduras trip with Bobby Lee.
Actually, you know what? I'll save it because I'm gonna be doing his podcast as soon as this goes in. But I invited Bobby to go see where I come from, where my family's from, in the middle of nowhere. This little. And he scared the shit out of me one time because I was outside, dude, and we're the house is near a pond, bro, and there's fucking alligators sometimes come out. And I was listening to music, dude, and he just blew in my fucking ear, dude. It wasn't even funny, bro. It wasn't even funny. I was like, it was funny to them, They fucking laughed their asses off, and so did
Yeah.
Bert. But I was like, dude.
I thought he touched your forehead. No, I thought he tapped you on the
Yeah, he
forehead.
did some shit that scared
Yeah.
the fuck out of me, man. But I remember getting up going,
'Cause you were
"Dude,
singing.
You don't fucking do that. You don't do that. That could have been a fucking crocodile or goddamn alligator." You know, because they don't know that, you know, you get bit by a snake and you don't wake up because you're on the. I mean, dude, we were literally in a house in the middle of the jungle, literally, and so any goddamn animal could come out and fuck you up. And so, yeah, he scared the shit out of me. But there's other stories too. That was a trip that
he talked about it on this podcast. I saw him. He told that story.
He didn't talk about a lot of the other stuff, but I don't want to talk about some of the shit because I want to do it with him. But yeah, it was a cool story.
Yeah,
that was the story when Albert.
I got jealous.
And Albert.
I was like,
oh, that's when we saw the UFO, Bert.
Yep. I don't want to talk about it. What? What?
What happened?
To talk about it, because you think it's a UFO.
Oh no, we definitely saw something.
But you actually believe you saw a UFO.
Well, we all did. We all saw it. We all saw the same shit.
Yeah, I saw an airplane.
Okay.
So you think it was a UFO?
How the fuck could it move that fast? An airplane, different directions. How could there be an airplane?
Is it called a helicopter?
I think,
bro, it was way up in the sky, bro. It wasn't. Okay, we're in a third world country. A fucking helicopter.
Maybe it was FEMA. Or was it FEMA trying to get you supplies?
No.
I think it was a drone. I swear to God, I think it was a drone.
Bro, that fucking thing was way up in the fucking sky, bro. It's not like it was.
But
dude, it was higher than the fucking plane, bro.
Thousands of people have seen stuff like that you can't explain.
Bro, when we got back after like sometime in January or something. I was watching like A&E or one of those, and they said the last reported one was over Central America in December when we were there.
Yeah.
Fucking,
there's a lot of them.
A plane. There's no way that was a plane, dog. There's no way that was a plane. You can't move in that fast in different directions that we saw it, and all of us saw it. He's lying. A fucking airplane.
I want
to
talk to the alien and say, why do y'all fly over Central America? Because they can't tell nobody.
Like, so the aliens have a Mexican accent?
Yep. That's why they go to Central America. They're not going to come out talking British, German.
British.
He said British, like it's from Harry Potter.
They're going to come out with their vernacular.
Oh, it's a good word.
Talking British.
People are going to be talking British, bro. Is that what's going to happen?
The aliens?
They're going to be like Lucifer, bro. Like Lucifer. Same accent.
Oh, man. But you know what? It's one of those trips where you realize, you know how everybody in America says, no, I'm Irish, I'm this, I'm that, like whatever the fuck that is. But you were born here. When you visit those countries, that's when you realize, like, you know what I mean? We ain't like that. I mean, I remember, so we flew into kind of a city, La Ceiba, but then we took this small plane, and then we landed in a place called Palacios, and then we had to go up literally, I don't even know if it's a canoe. You literally chop down a tree and then chop down the other end, hollow out the insides, and you're literally in like a hollowed out, and that is what we got in to go up to where my parents live for about 5 hours. And on the trip up, I think it was Albert who said, I ain't never fucking coming back here.
Fuck that.
We hadn't even gotten to our destination yet, guys. None. And by the way, when we got there, the only way we knew, because by the time we got there, it was night, one car, and I think it's the only car that was in that town at the time, had the headlights on so we could know, it was like, that was their like, hey, we're here. This the only car in the whole village.
It was like the airport runway. They just turn
Yeah,
on,
pretty much, dude.
turn
pretty
on
much.
an old Chevelle.
Hey,
And
we
dude,
ought to
that-
start. We ought to start a GoFundMe account and buy a little motor for that dude with a log. Would
Oh,
he
yeah,
pedaling?
No, he had a badass motor. It
Oh,
it
shit,
takes 5
that's
hours to
badass.
get up the river, bro.
Damn,
Oh, he
that's
had
badass.
a little outboard, a little like a 45. So we were like, yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, they call it a pipante, the canoe. It's about,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe 22 feet long, but it's literally just this wide, dude. It's literally, you sit down.
You sit on fucking
hard,
wood planks, huh?
and then if you start doing this, the whole fucking thing starts going sideways.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude, like when you stand up and shit, you gotta fucking have good balance, dog, or else
Oh,
you'll
man.
fucking flip the whole. So I tried to
That's
stand
it.
up once. I was like, oh, fuck this. I'm just
know
gonna
what they
sit down.
call-
Dude, it
you know what
sucked,
they
bro.
call taxis?
Yeah, so Cisco can't go. Cisco can't
Oh,
get
no,
on that.
fuck no.
Oh, dude, you know what they call the taxis in Guatemala? A tuk-tuk. You ever?
The what?
A tuk-tuk.
That's in Honduras. That's what they used to call these things because they used to have regular engines,
Yeah.
not outboards. So
Yeah.
you would pull them and turn them on, but they wouldn't go. They'd go. Tuku, 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 tuku.
Yeah.
So they called them tukutukos, and for short tuk tuk. So that's what Albert was on. He was on a tuk tuk.
Yeah.
Tuk 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 tuk.
We had to go up the fucking volcano, and that shit was like, like, dude, it couldn't get my fat ass up the fucking volcano, bro.
In New York,
I
they
see-
call the trains, close the fucking doors, I'm late.
We're missing our barbers. I got my hair cut last week.
You did?
Yeah.
How?
My barber came to the house.
Has he been going to other people's houses?
Nah, he only went to mine.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Oh, you got the virus, bitch! You got the
I
virus,
actually got
bitch.
tested. I actually got
Huh?
tested. I
When?
got tested.
When?
Yeah, 2 days ago.
And
No.
when'd you get a haircut?
The last week.
Yeah.
Why'd you get tested?
Because I went to my friend's warehouse that he sells like hand sanitizers and shit, and just to get like products and supplies, and 4 people caught the coronavirus at his office.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And you caught cholesterol.
At least I didn't get beat up by a midget Mexican.
Man, he wasn't a midget, bro. He
Three
had,
times.
if he
Three
wasn't a-
times. Three
You
times.
know what?
Three
He was a short
We
dude.
got
He
your
wasn't
ass
a
whooped 3
midget, bro.
times by a midget Mexican.
He
Yup.
wasn't a midget.
He wasn't a
If you would've
midget
took
only
off
because he had boots on, bro.
I know. I don't tell nobody that part, Bert.
Isn't that an oxymoron though? A midget Mexican isn't that just a Mexican?
No, bro. No.
No, Mexicans aren't that short.
That should have been a hate
Central
crime.
Americans are really short. Like the further south in Mexico you go, the shorter they get.
Wait, have you guys gotten tested at all?
I haven't left.
None of
I
you
haven't
guys?
left the house really, and here
That's-
they don't have enough tests.
That shit hurts, bro.
Yeah.
What do you mean it hurts?
Dude, they put a fucking big ass Q-tip in your nose to like right
Shit
here.
goes all the way to the back, bro.
Bro,
Yeah.
it hurts so bad, dude. You start crying and shit. It was bad.
You know they have a saliva one, right?
Nah, they have a blood one too, though. I know about the blood one.
They have a blood one. They have a saliva one too, where you
No.
just
No,
spit
yeah.
some.
No, but
Yeah.
I think the test is fucking the one. It's got to go all the way in.
They told me my test was rectal.
Nice.
Mine went up there pretty far too, though.
He's going back tomorrow.
Molly?
I think there was a mistest. Can you test me again?
But it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. It wasn't that bad.
He
His
didn't even
wife-
feel it.
I thought the test felt great.
Were you
I
on?
like that.
Were you on ecstasy?
I love that Cisco is like, oh, it fucking hurt up my nose, and Kevin's like, I had one up my ass. It was nice.
I said, can you test me for more stuff?
Hey, are you sure every disease was covered?
I'd
I'd be a gerbil up there.
Yeah.
I need a second opinion.
The doctor couldn't take his finger out because every time he tried to pull out, Kevin would push back.
make sure you feel everything up there, okay?
Yeah, he ended up pushing the doctor so far back that he bumped into a 32-year-old lady who punched an 89-year-old lady. So now
I'll tell you
it's
what,
all your fault, Kevin.
my test was so good I doubled my copay.
Oh my God.
Wait, so sis, they really tested you?
Yeah, I got tested.
Fuck, man. How do you feel?
Hey,
Do you
stop,
feel
guys,
anything?
stop. Hold on, guys. It's a joke. You don't get corona testing through your prostate.
Yeah, please.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
Just want that to be known because somebody really asked. So no, if you go to a doctor and he tells you that the way to do a coronavirus test is
A motherfucker isn't a
anything up your
doctor.
butt, it's a test, but not a corona test. It's a test of your stupidity
It's
and your gullibility.
But if there was a doctor like that, I bet he'd make a lot of money.
He did.
Dude, you know that.
Well, I don't get it. Why would he make a lot of money? Because a lot of people.
I don't know,
would
but
get their,
I don't know, but Juan's about to be a fucking doctor in a couple weeks.
Hey, I'm
Oh
better than
no!
Dr.
You guys
Phil.
don't understand. Juan,
He'll go to Kinko's.
yes, exactly. For you people that don't know, look at Juan Villarreal. Juan has a degree in engineering, civil engineering, electric engineering. He has. Tell me all the degrees that you have, Juan, because people don't know about.
I was in the army, dude. I was a machinist, forklift driver, and then I drove trucks, 18-wheelers.
Oh no! I'm talking about all the diplomas you have in your house.
Sounds like a warehouse job to me.
Oh man, shit! Just name one. I'll get it like that.
Juan would fill out applications and say that he, had a degree in whatever, and then he would go to Kinko's and make a certificate.
My cousin worked there. It was easy, bro.
Wait, did you put University of Kinko's at the top of the degree?
No, dude. I used
That motherfucker graduated from Harvard.
Yeah.
Top of
Yale
his class.
wanted me. Yeah, Yale wanted me bad. I said no, Harvard. I like Harvard.
Honorary, everything. Hey, fucking guy is.
Shit, I was.
You have no idea.
I was like.
I think the key is
hunting.
The key is to put believable colleges in there. That's all, right? That's the trick. If you're gonna print out a pretend, certificate of whatever, your bachelor's degree, just, don't talk like Juan and say that you graduated from Columbia. That's all you got to do.
And
he meant he moved from Columbia. That's what he meant.
No, because Juan, if you put like that you got a degree from the University of Houston downtown, people would believe that you graduated from there with some fucking degree, right? But if you put down that it was from SMU, they ain't gonna believe that shit.
I knew it when I got my high school diploma laminated in the mail.
You did what?
When I graduated high school, they gave me my diploma laminated in the mail, a small one and a big one.
Really?
Yeah.
Laminated already?
It was laminated and fucking graduated from Barbara Goldman Senior High School and fucking sent it to me in the mail.
You know what, dude? It's so funny because where we went to school, high school was like pretty much the majority of people. That was the end of their education. I don't know what percentage of people went to college, but because I grew up, me and Bert, we grew up literally 2.5 blocks away from East LA College. And I don't know, is it still the same, Bert, where like the first week you can't get parking? So the first week of school at East LA College, they call it ELAC, East Los Angeles Community College. Anyway, can't find parking space. Cannot find parking space, dude. And they got a huge parking lot. Go everywhere. Can't find a fucking spot. 1 week later, park anywhere, dude. Fucking people stop going to school. Week. That's all it takes. A fucking
It's like
week.
January
Gone.
1st gym.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it still like that, Bert?
Oh, fuck yeah. Dude, I hate it because the traffic just to get down to, when I go to the market is fucking insane. The first couple of weeks. It's like, dude, I'm like, fucking, it takes forever. And then it's cool.
Dude,
Everybody drops out.
It's like January 1st. Everybody wants to go to
At the gym, yeah.
And then a week later, everybody's like, man, fuck that diet.
No, that's
Hey,
you,
I wanna give a shout out to all the let me see, guanacos. salvatruchas. You know what? Cerotes, hijos de puta. No, gracias, gracias. Thanks, guys. Thanks. I just called them pieces of shit. I'm sorry. No. But dude, that's a very Salvadoran thing to do. Like when I played soccer, even if I go now, there's still like places I could go play with 50-year-old dudes. That's what they do, bro. That fucking everything is cerote. Pasa la bola, oh cerote. Dame la bola, cerote. Tira, cerote. Everything is accentuated with piece of shit. But for some reason, for them, it's like it doesn't sound cruel. It doesn't sound mean.
Yeah.
Right? It's like everybody has that, right? In the South, it's oh, bless his heart or bless her heart. Like what other shit? Oh, for the Italians, it's with all due respect, right? For the Italians, it's with all due respect. And then some fucked up shit is gonna fly out.
Or
what do Cubans?
For regular white people, it's just not to be racist, but
oh, is that what oh yeah, that's right. Oh, whenever somebody says I'm not racist, that's the one, dude. When I hear somebody say I'm not racist, I'm like, stop. Let me prepare for this. Let me prepare because some racist shit is about to be said.
Dude,
racist shit.
Dominican is tigre.
The Dominicans is tigre. You call everybody, but see, that's pretty cool though, dude. Right? To call somebody tiger.
It could go two ways though.
What do you mean?
So tigre could be really good, like oh you're tigre, or if like somebody's being an asshole, be like oh you're tigre, and then you get into that shit.
Wait. So you can use the same word as an insult?
Yeah.
As you can like something cool?
Just like the word nigga, yeah. Yo, like okay.
I like how you
if
use
I
that
get
as
mad at somebody, okay, when I get mad, I'm like, yo, nigga. Now if it's something cool, I'll be like, yo, nigga. Like there's different ways of using nigga. You know, or you could be like, yo, nigga, check that out. Or fucking look at that nigga, that dumbass nigga right there. Like, there's so many different ways to use nigga.
My favorite.
I gotta stop, man.
Why?
I'm trying to stop. I did an interview yesterday for an hour and a half with this guy Q, a black guy, and I said it loosely, and people were saying like, "Hey, how can he say it like that? Wow, like you're not mad." And then Q was like, "No, wow, it's kind of like what, like that nigga." So, but I just, like I gotta stop. I didn't realize I was saying it that much.
You haven't made a payment on any of your cars in 10 years. You're a nigga.
Oh my god!
Man, well, I've been a nigga a whole bunch of times.
Yeah. Hey, for the record, I might be one this month too. Then.
Well, here's the thing,
though.
I'm gonna send you $5, Kevin. Hold up.
When you're heading out,
have you got $1,200 from the government?
I got it. Yeah.
You already got it?
Oh yeah, yeah. That shit's
Nice.
spent. Where do you think this mic came from?
I thought you put it on loan payment like Juan did.
$22 more $100, and that tooth is mine.
But that's not Juan. That's not your favorite word. Juan's favorite word is fucker, which you totally took from me way back in the day.
Oh
like,
shit!
I stopped saying fucker the way you say fucker, and you just fucking took over that shit, dog. Made that shit your own.
Man,
Did you used to say fucker like that before you met me?
Nah, not like that, dude. I'm for real. No,
Yeah.
I've heard it and this and that, but fuck, I saw what you did at the hip hop and fucking got 5 standing ovations in one show and this and that, and I'm like, that fucker's funny. And that was it. They got contagious. I stole it from you. Now, Ned, when I walk through the airports and go places, they don't even know my name. They say, hey, what's up, fucker? Hey, fucker. Hey, that's what they call me, bro. So that's what they like. They don't say, hey,
Dude.
Juan Villarreal.
Yeah, I know, bro. I've
know.
seen it. Oh, the first time Cisco saw it, he didn't understand, and he'll tell the story. But the first time you went on stage, that he knew, and you went up and went, you did that thing where your feet go like this, and you went, "What's up, fuckers?" And then the audience laughed, and he was like, "What the?"
Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck?
What was that?"
Yeah,
what was that? So,
like,
do you remember that?
Miami. It was in Miami, I think it was the first time I could do it. And then he goes, "What's up, fuckers?" And I was like, I was like, why is everybody laughing at that?
Because they know me. Fuck, I'm famous. You look up fucker on Google, and my picture pops up.
Have you guys ever done comedy without any swearing? Yes.
Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
I go to school.
That's not the hard part. It's not difficult to do that. Here's my problem. My problem personally is that my comedy comes from a lot of anger, a lot of angst, a lot of why I don't understand this. And it's not, I grew up with those words. They were nothing. When people get shot around you, people die around you, people get stabbed around you, people fight around you, when, all that kind of stuff, those words don't mean shit. You know what I mean? That's not what people were worried about. People were worried about kids outside using profanity. They were worried about a cop pulling you over, a cop taking you to jail, somebody overdosing, somebody, you know what I mean? Somebody shooting and it hitting you. I mean, that's the stuff where I grew up. So the profanity, but even when I take out the profanity part, because I've done shows, I remember I did a show in Texas. It was a rodeo, all clean material, nothing racial. And they still were like, wow, that was edgy. Because I did a joke about my mom basically tricking me and taking me to Mexico because she couldn't beat me legally in America. Because I didn't go to school for a week because I had some like bruises on my back from when my mom hit me. So then way later, anyway, I did the joke about she beat me in Mexico, and the audience laughed, but like some of the people were like, "Oh, that's your mother just took you to Mexico and hit you. Wow, that's a little graphic there." And it was like, really? That's a big deal.
This is why I grew up Jehovah's Witness, so I couldn't cuss when I was a kid, and now that I'm an adult, I'm like, "Fuck you, motherfucking cunt ass bitch."
Yeah, but okay, I challenge anybody
to
come up with a word that has more uses and more intonations than the word fuck. There are none, dude. Yep. It's a verb, an adjective, an adverb. It's everything wrapped into one.
Inspirational.
What's an adverb?
You see what I mean? I never would have even thought of it being inspirational. How could it be inspirational? Show everybody, Juan, how the word fuck can be inspirational.
When you see somebody do something spectacular, you go like, fuck. Yeah. Like when I would see certain shows or certain, like you there, I would see, I'd be like, fuck, he's killing this shit. Or back in the day, Pablo Francisco would fucking destroy a room. And I would just be like, fuck. That's inspirational, bro.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, because one actor went, fuck.
What's your favorite cuss word, Kev?
Fuck flies pretty easily out of my mouth.
Which one?
Fuck flies pretty easily out of my mouth.
Not when you're on stage, though.
It depends. If I'm doing crowd work, and I tend to talk a little more loose than my material, that'll come out. But
your material has a lot less profanity in it.
Oh, definitely, for sure. But in terms of like favorite, cuz I would say the C word.
Cunt.
Oh, there's nothing better as a New Yorker. Calling another guy a cunt is the fucking best thing there is.
You know what my favorite version of that word is? Cunty.
Yeah, you like cunty.
Love that word. Love, especially saying to anybody. It doesn't matter, dude. You're acting a little cunty. Oh.
Now, for me, it's like if you're driving in New York and someone cuts you off and you're at a red light and you roll down your window and you're like, you know what, dude? You're a fucking cunt. That is, oh, God, you just took his dick away from him. That's the best part about that.
Damn.
Is that when you kind of go old school, like when people used to battle and you pretend to grab his dick and throw it out the window? Hey, you're a fucking cunt.
Right, so somebody said, do you think people who come from anger needs to go to therapy? I do.
I'm in therapy. I talk to.
Well, I don't understand what it means. Who come from anger?
Like
no, you were saying your comedy. You were talking about your comedy.
No. All comedy comes from there's only supposedly 7 ways to tell a joke. But one of the jokes, one of the ways to tell a joke is of curiosity, where like, can you believe this? Right now, it doesn't matter. You could be their stories. Doesn't matter. Even stories are, can you believe this? Then there's the stories where it's like, I know you know this, and I know you believe this. So that's when comics do jokes like, you know how when you're driving a car and you're doing this, and then so all of a sudden you're assuming that everybody knows what you're talking about. So then those are like two different versions. It's not that you come from anger. It's that when somebody does something stupid, it either pisses you off, makes it like everybody has their version of that. But it depends on, see, if I'm gonna get mad, I have to use that word in order to, or else it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, here's
know
the
what I mean?
difference in comedy is fuck sells the emotion. It's not the punchline.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's about the emotion. It's really like, how mad,
right?
How mad can he be if he said, damn it? You know what I'm saying? Like, how mad could you pretend to be if you're on stage? Now, here's the thing.
Oh,
I
gosh
think that
darn it.
Malarkey.
Certain people can get away with it, dude. It's like, remember that whole thing that we had when we were talking about, it wasn't shenanigans, it was malarkey. Malarkey. That's a perfect word. Dude, there are people that can get away with malarkey. Biden is one of them. I mean, when he says malarkey, in my head, I don't even change it to bullshit. I go, yeah, that is malarkey. And then when I say it, I'm like, nah, it's bullshit. It doesn't flow out of my mouth the same way.
I know, hey, Ned, I'm in Texas, dude. There's rednecks sometimes in the chemical plants we're working, and one of them was, damn, just damn. I'm like, yeah, I'm going home. He's coming back and shooting people. Like, I would go home. White people say, damn, like, and he meant that shit. He can get away with it. Like, I can say fuck, and it wouldn't come out as his damn.
Somebody
said
thought past experiences and stereotypes is how one comes up with their material. Not really. I mean, past experiences, yeah, but not stereotypes necessarily.
Of course, all of it. But here's what you guys need to know about jokes for all the people listening. All the stories that we tell, just depending on who we are, they're all based on something that actually happened. But that's it. At that point, it's about the joke. That's it. How do I make I'm not going to, I've had friends come on and go, that's not how the story happened. Yeah, because the story in its original form is not fucking funny.
Yeah.
Why would I just tell a story up on stage? No, it's about extracting that funniness and making it into what we do on stage, which is completely different than just telling stories.
Nobody knows that I really cried at Disney World because I couldn't get on rides, but I make it funny.
That you actually cried.
Yeah, I cried like a little bitch. I was like, oh, I can't ride fucking this roller coaster. Oh,
right.
Fucking, you know.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
So
the real story is this. I went to Disneyland and
that was
I couldn't get on the rides because I was really fat and they said I couldn't, and I felt so bad that I cried. That's the real story. The funny story is when he's like, I don't like Disney World. Fuck Disney World. Because you got to wait a goddamn line. It's great. And then when you get there, they tell you can't do it. So fuck Disney World. Continue the joke, bro. It's your joke.
Huh?
Continue the joke.
I don't even know how the
motherfucker wasn't even paying. He didn't even know what you were saying.
Nah. If y'all want to hear the joke, download my album on my website.
But the whole point is that it's a piece of it. You know what I mean? Did I not go to school for a few days because my mom had hit me? Yeah, it's a true story. But I'm not gonna do the joke and be like, my mother hit me when I was little. No, there's first of all, if I were to do that and people would be like, oh, I would say, well, let's just talk about what I did first, and then they'll get a laugh, and then I can talk about that. So there's always a way, dude. The king of some of this shit is Juan. guys, last year, not this year, but the year before last. Yeah, so it was in 2019 in the beginning. Juan did this fucking joke about how people that are old should just die and how selfish it is for them to stay alive. Dude, I could not fucking stop laughing. And I knew that it came from like some real shit, but dude, the way he made it, it was just, oh my God. It was like one of the best bits I've ever seen you do.
You know how many nurses, doctors, medical assistants came out and said, "Oh my God, thank you for saying that." Like this and that. Because I said, if you're a healthy 90-year-old, like we'll let you take a victory lap. If you're healthy, whatever. But if you're a 90-year-old and you're all fucked up and you're not doing nothing but fucking up the family, everybody's arguing. No, you go take care of grandma. No, I was there last week. It's your fucking turn. And my grandma died at 92. Selfish ass. She went over 2 years. But I said we could put a cap on age. Like we don't gotta tell them they gotta die, but we could tell them they won. Like we can make it a happy thing. Like, hey, you made it to 90, and we give them a trophy and a party, and then go to sleep.
Wait, I love those. So there were little things that got me, right? Little things that you did. One of the little things was when she goes, when you went to go visit her or something, and you're like, "What's up, Grandma?" And she's like, "I don't, I'm just getting old, basically just waiting to die." And you were like, "Yeah, you're not the only one. Fucking, we are too, Grandma."
Yeah. I said, "What?"
I said, "What happened? And everything. We're just waiting for you, Grandma."
I said, "What happened?" I said, "What happened to the speech?" Like, I said, because she came home one day and she was 89, and she came home. "Ya, mijo, I'm home. I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go home. Yeah, I'm good." And I'm like, "Grandma, I got stuff." And "No, mijo, I'm ready to go home to God." And when she was 92 and all sick, and I was taking care of her, man. I was wiping her. That was taking care of her.
I know.
So that's why I was like, "Hey, man, yeah, at 90, like," I was like, and she knew it was time. She would walk in the kitchen and be like, mijo, I'm so tired, mijo. I'm so tired." I'm like, "Well, shit, Grandma, go to sleep." Like, why you fighting it? Why you fighting it? It's nature, it's naturalism. You're fighting naturalism, Grandma. Go to sleep, goddamn.
The funniest thing I've ever heard one me.
And then I told her, "What about your speech, Grandma? What about your speech? What speech? The one you gave 3 years ago." "Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to go home to God. I'm ready to go." Like that was 3 years ago, Grandma. Like, you don't remember that shit? So, because that was real. She said that.
You remember when you said your dad got mad at Google Earth because there was a picture of your house?
Oh, he went outside. He was all pissed.
And he went outside and was like, "Oh, fuck you."
Yeah. But I said, "Dad," I said, "Dad, where did you go today?" He's like, "I didn't go," because he wasn't supposed to drive no more. I'm like, "Where did you go today?" "I didn't go nowhere." I'm like, "Dad, where did you go, man? Just tell me." Like, "I didn't go nowhere. Why do you think I go somewhere?" And then I showed him the picture of Google Earth. His car was gone. "Hey, goddamn it, don't be doing that shit, man." He went outside and went complaining to the neighbors and shit.
Oh, he thought that it was. You thought it was from there?
No, yeah, he thought that, he got pissed, man. I don't know what the fuck he thought. He was discombobulated.
See, dude, that's my point. When you say that word, it doesn't work, bro. It's funny, but it doesn't work.
Okay, well, he was all
Devin
fucked up.
can say it.
Discombobulated.
Do you see what I'm saying? Use it in a sentence, bro. So like,
no, Juan, your father was mistaken. He was just a little discombobulated.
You see what I'm saying? It sounds like you want to go, maybe he was discombobulated.
All right.
The way you say it, Juan, I'm like, come on, pick another word.
Yeah, Juan, you might want to sit down for this. I hate to tell you, but your father's discombobulated.
Googling the disease.
That sounds good. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna.
He's writing it down.
Word. I'm gonna retire it. It's gone.
No. Juan, keep saying it. It's funny as shit. I'm not saying don't say it. I'm saying that certain words come out and ring true. Like when you drop N-bombs, bro. It seems like, but what most people don't understand, because somebody asked about the N-word. I don't know about you, Kevin, but when I hang
the answer's
out,
wait, hold on. I can tell you no.
No, here's a question.
Right.
when you hang out
No.
with brothers,
Right.
with like, you know, with hood brothers, with ghetto brothers, do they start referring to you as a nigga?
Oh, refer to me for sure. Do I reciprocate? No.
So you can't go, even though they say to you, like, what's up, nigga? You don't respond.
No, because the first time they call it to me, I feel like I got jumped into the gang, and then I just go home after that before I blow it.
So you don't want to mess it up?
You're like, fuck, my credit score just dropped. That's stereotypical.
I think the coolest moment of that word for me was, well, two of them. One of them was when I said it on Def Jam. That was pretty cool to make everybody laugh at an M-bomb on Def Jam. That was awesome. But I think the other one in Cisco was there. We were doing a gig in Columbus, Ohio. And after our 8 o'clock show, there was the urban show at like 9:30, 10 o'clock or something like that. And they asked us to go on. Yeah. And so I went up on stage. When I went up on stage, the first thing I said was just like, hey, what's up? How's it going? And somebody yelled out in the back, keep it real, motherfucker. And I was like, all right, fuck it, man. I guess it is. Oh, y'all niggas doing? And everybody was like, yeah. And one dude in the front stood up, looked back and went, y'all motherfuckers gonna let this nigga say nigga? And then he caught himself that he called me one and he went, oh shit, man, he a nigga too. And he just sat fucking down and laughed the rest of the show. But is that how you remember Cisco?
That was exactly how it went down.
Hey, dude, but he was pissed at first, by the way. It wasn't a joke. When he got up, yo, he was like, you know what I mean? It was like, this is what probably he saw from the back, like, oh, y'all niggas gonna let him say nigga? Okay.
Hey, man, and see, look, man, in Houston, man, we're you know, Mexicans say that, white boys say, if you live in the hood, you're gonna say it. So when I went to LA with a friend of mine, and he was like, he ran to the car. I was rolling a joint. He was at 7-Eleven, dude, in Montebello. And I was rolling a joint, and then he comes out, and he's like, come on, Juan. And he took off his watch. No, come on, man. We about to swear to these niggas. Come on, dude. These niggas coming. What these? And I was like, what the fuck? So when I got out, 2 black guys walked up to me, and they had their hands down. So I hit them, both of them right away. I hit them. And my boy goes, Juan, what are you doing? The fuck you doing? And I'm looking at him like, you said these niggas is coming toward us. And no, not them. They're my homeboys. I'm talking about them Mexican niggas right at the store. So now there's 4 Mexicans laughing at us, bro.
Little Mexicans.
They were laughing.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And that is why God sent a little Mexican nigga to beat your stupid ass.
They're like, God damn. They're like, shit. The guys that I hit, they were like, damn, you infiltrated. You undercover, man. What the fuck?
Hey, Juan. Say reciprocate.
Reciprocate.
Omar Gonzalez.
9 cents.
Omar Gonzalez asked me, did I really know that all my openers were going to be as big as they were today? Listen, man, except for very few exceptions, right? 2 of them being these 2 guys who, Cisco not as much, but Kevin for sure. I met Kevin through somebody else. What's his name now?
Miguel Dalmau or what's his other name?
Che Guerrera.
Che Guerrero.
Okay, Miguel Dalmau or Che Guevara or Guerrera, whatever the fuck it is. Che Guevara. All right, whatever. So when I met him, I'd never seen him perform, and he was pretty young in the game, and he went open for me. He didn't do any jokes that I could look at and go, oh shit. But a year, 2 later, he started developing some really cohesive, intertwined stuff. And I was like, wow. And I remember the first time I told him, I think I was were we in New York or something? And I go, bro, you surprised me. Not a lot of people surprised
Vegas.
me.
You know. We were in Vegas.
We were in Vegas, but I go, but you fucking surprised me, dude. You surprised me.
Cool.
Cisco is different because Cisco, I knew he had it in him to be funny. The thing about Cisco was he was regional. as regional can get. I mean, here was a dude who, like, I couldn't even say Florida. I could say that in certain parts of Florida, he could kill it.
Yeah.
But in other parts, like I'm sure that in Tallahassee, way back when I met him, he wasn't that funny. In Gainesville, wasn't that funny. Jacksonville, maybe. Orlando, for sure. Fort Worth, Miami, for sure. Naples, for sure. When it gets a little country, I don't think
Kalamazoo.
Well, that's Michigan, but that's but it was because
Birmingham, Alabama.
What was that? Well, no, of course not Birmingham, Alabama. But it was so for Kevin, it was like, is this guy gonna show me something where he's really great, where he can do it? And then with what Cisco was, will he be able to adapt and stop being so
local,
Cuban, South Miami centric?
Although you know, a famous comic took one of my Miami jokes and put it on Netflix.
Which one?
I'm not gonna say it on this shit.
Oh, what joke?
No, dude.
Yeah, why don't you say it? Because everybody's gonna think it was me.
No, it's not.
The joke. What's the joke?
So say the joke.
I'll say it, and they'll still think it's Cardinals.
The one where I'm giving directions and shit.
Oh, the Cuban joke of like, you ever ask directions from a Cuban? You're like, hey, where's the joke? Oye, coño, tú vas allá y sigue, sigue, una vuelta, sigue, una izquierda, sigue, and you'll get right there. That joke?
Yeah. They took that joke and put it on Netflix.
Dude, do you know how many fucking comics not only have taken my jokes, but have taken my attitudes, have taken
other than Huang?
Huh? You too, motherfucker. Before I met you, bro, you were so dude. Before I met him, he would go on stage. No, put the mic in front of him.
Yeah,
and then move the microphone stand, hold it, because he was fat enough that he could hold it right here on his chest, right here like this. And this, let me gut out. There it is, right there. That was it. And he would just be like, and you would just deliver, dude. You see this motherfucker go on stage now? For the first 8 minutes, you believe he doesn't have diabetes. That's how much he moves for the first 5 minutes. Dude.
Then after that, he's out of breath.
He's like, his little feet are going crazy. Oh, dude, it's hysterical, bro.
For about 7 minutes, 7-8 minutes, and then the cardio kicks in.
The cholesterol takes over.
Apple Watch starts beeping on stage.
Stop moving. Breathe.
Kevin has tried really, really hard not to adapt certain things that I do. So he consciously is always like telling himself, don't do jokes like that. Because sometimes there are jokes that he should tell with more energy and he doesn't. And in my head, I'm like, oh, you're just staying away from it because you think it sounds kind of like me. So he's the one that, but am I wrong in that one, by the way?
No, there's been especially like, man.
Have you had a moment where you caught yourself doing a me thing and then you're like, oh, fuck.
Oh, dude, I called you right after that. I was at a club in the city and I did a joke and I did some sort of physical movement and I said something. And then in my head, as I was doing it, I was like, well, that's Ned. And then on the way home, I called you and I was like, dude, I fucking did something on stage and all I could think about was like you doing the exact same joke. And I was like, oh man. I was like,
how do you think I feel? How do you think I feel when I see Ned do something and I'm like, that's me? He didn't even do that. He don't talk like that. That's me. What the fuck? Did he say
anybody that
again?
doesn't understand how funny that is? You got to listen to the last week's podcast.
Yeah.
One's like, I did that in Houston 10 years ago.
I think the biggest one, I won't say the name because God rest his soul, no longer with us. But there was a comedian who I brought on the road a while ago, and his like go-to thing, his big thing was doing impressions of his father. And when I first met him, and Bert left, he was so calm and so like methodical and mellow. And after being on the road with me for about a year or so, his father was verbose, angry, over the top, very, very, Mencia-ish. And, I mean, I've never said anything because I think that anybody who doesn't have the ability to truly create, I don't care what anybody says, they don't, they won't make it. You know what I mean? I don't care what anybody says. You can't be a joke thief or a persona thief and be successful and be good at it, because that you just don't have it. You have to be able to put it together for hours at a time. So, it sheds, it goes out, everybody will find their rhythm. Juan found his rhythm. Cisco found his rhythm. All of us have found our rhythm, so it's a part of who we are, but we shed it, right? It's like
look, you take your influences and you figure out how to do it, do what you like out of that, but for your own self and your own version, and trying to figure it out for yourself. And then, like, for me, like what you were saying, that moment was, I felt I flew too close to the Mencia sun, and my alarm went off in my head, and I was like, not me. That's not me. That's him. And I want to shift back the other way. But that's what, dude, you told me that a long time ago. Because look, when I started opening, I was so young into comedy with you that when I started actually getting good on stage and getting laughs consistently, I told you, I'm like, I'm afraid that I'm too influenced by you. You know what I mean? Because I was using things that you were teaching me, like technical things, and doing it with my own comedy. And I was like, man, I feel like I'm doing too much of your influence. I need to figure out my own shit.
Here's what's interesting, though, that people don't know. He teaches comedy classes. Kevin does. So he might stay away from him personally, but I bet you.
Oh, I owe you. I owe you some checks.
You tell everybody all my little tricks, you fucking asshole.
I owe you some money for sure, because they're learning directly from Mencia, bro. I tell them that week one. I go, look, I'm going to be here with you, but you should know you're learning from Carlos Mencia.
But you know what? That's in every race, everything. Because like my black comic friends, man, like they'll tell you, oh man, when I first started, I was Richard Pryor, I was Eddie Murphy, I was this guy, Chris Rock. They were all influenced by someone great. So
it's like that with art.
And me, I get to watch comedy. Like I get to sit back and just watch a bunch of fucking comedians and laugh and love it, and I can do it. They're not going to influence me. They already influenced me. I picked the right one, so I'm good. So nobody else going to influence me.
Somebody said here that Chris D'Elia's new special has some of Carlos Mencia in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
He didn't really open for me. He did one time, but Chris worked around me a lot, but I wouldn't claim any of that stuff. I mean, look, does it get mad? Do I get mad that people imitate me? No, man. I mean, look, there is a reason that there were no George Carlins in the 1900s when there were comedians, right? We all have a space in time where we're affected by it. You can't go, to the end of the evolution and kind of put it in the beginning. It doesn't work that way. So we all just, move a little bit. And I look at it like it's, we're athletes. Every kid on a playground wants to be, and it, depending on their age, right? Depending on their height. They wanted to be Magic Johnson. They wanted to be Isaiah Thomas. They wanted to be Karl Malone. They wanted to be Clyde Drexler. They wanted to be, Harden. They wanted to be Westbrook. They wanted to be Kobe. They wanted to be Jordan. Everybody wanted to be somebody out there. And then they took certain moves and then they added their own and kind of made it theirs and shit, right? It was in comedy world, it's the same.
Yeah, but that's art. It's not even just comedy. That's art in general.
In everything. Yeah, in everything.
Because look, you learn from your inspirations, and then you figure out on your own and for your own style how to translate and figure. Everyone is influenced like that.
Yeah, because if you never saw art of any kind, right, and then you became an artist, you'd be fucking doing stick figures in 2020.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? You'd be doing cave drawings.
Right. That's like, dude, like someone had shouted out in the comments. So my album, High on Molly, right now, very performance heavy, and I have no problem. Very, very. Well, I'm talking to you, fucker. So the album is very performance heavy and very Mencia influenced because oh my God. I'm gonna wait.
I'm listening.
I can't fucking talk to an empty chair.
Well, I'm listening, bro. I got a 3-year-old that's running around naked and about to pee on the carpet. I was about to run out there and just hold this.
Wait, so you were saying, continue.
No, wait. You gotta hear this. So I opened the door because Lucas, the 12-year-old, 13-year-old, I'm sorry, is like, Dad, but he doesn't want to say anything. He's like, look, and Nicholas took off his pamper and he's about to pee. And I don't know what to do. So I look at Lucas and Lucas goes like this, like,
oh no.
Oh, man.
Now, I am either the greatest father in the world, the greatest dad in the world, that my son is like, no, Dad, nobody's gonna pee on our carpet. I will let it hit my hand. Or I am the worst fucking father in the world because he went, I would rather take a beat. I would rather fucking he pee on my hand than my dad beat the shit out of me. So go ahead, finish, bro. I'm sorry.
Please, sir, don't hit me.
Right. He's gonna go into Oliver Twist all of a sudden. I pee anywhere. Would I catch your pee? Anything.
You can buy another carpet.
Anything to avoid a beating.
Right.
No.
By the way, before you continue, remember I told you that every story comes from a sense of truth. The only thing that really happened in the whole story that I told you is that he was running around naked. That's the only true part of that story.
Hilarious.
I knew you were bullshitting. I knew.
Just fucking made up. Just to prove a point that in order to be funny, I can't just be like, I'm sorry, but my son is running out there and I was afraid he was going to pee. That's not fucking funny.
Here's the thing. I think I saw Juan do that in Houston a couple of years ago.
And finally you said something funny. That was funny, bro.
Oh, man, yeah. Somebody wanted to know if he's running around balls out. Yeah. And by the way, I don't know if you have kids, but when you have sons, they rub their penises all the time, dude. When they're little.
Not just when they're little.
Well, dude, have you? Anyway, go ahead, man. You were in the middle of something, Kevin. My bad.
No. I was just just to cap. This is the most ridiculous shit in the world. Just get my album. No, it was just to cap off the inspirational thing. It's funny. Look, when people ask me about the album, I say it's heavily influenced by you because I wrote it on the road over 2 years with you while I was figuring it all out and putting it all together for myself. So when you say, but that's what art is. Art imitates life, and your life is what you're surrounded by. And you were everyone in this room can probably say the same thing, that you are that comedic mentor that showed us you showed us first, well, me at least, firsthand how to put it together for yourself. So I learned from watching you do it, so I can put it together for myself. So I have no problem saying, like, the first album, the album I just put out is super performance heavy. It was written on the road. It was perfected while opening for you in front of big rooms and very performance heavy shows. So when I talk about that, it's like, it's easy for me to listen to the album and be like, oh, I was definitely on tour with
right.
See it when I wrote this.
But some of those tricks are just they're just, you know, some of the things are, I mean, most of those things are things that I picked up from watching the pacing of a guy like Kinnison, you know what I mean? Who just knew how to hit that high pace, you know what I mean? But I kind of was like, well, why don't you just keep it up there the whole time if that's, you know what I mean? So then I went, wait, I love the fact that he keeps it up, but I want to keep it up all the time. I don't want there to be like, I don't need a ramp up. I want to just boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Now that I'm older, I actually enjoy getting a huge laugh with a mellow thought, with a mellow character. Like, I was listening to something the other day, and one of the punchline was, while they were already used when I bought them. And it's just such a mellow punchline. Most of my punchlines were never like that before. And now there's a lot of them that are like that. So I'm working backwards. I'm trying to be more like you guys in some ways, you know, mellow, chill, find a different entrance into it than it was before, where it was just like boom, 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 boom. I could still do that. But in the middle of that, I can throw in a joke that still makes everybody laugh up here, but I don't have to be up there. They're up here, and I'm just kind of swerving in the middle. That's much funner for me.
Yeah, I mean, well, look, your comedy evolves with you as a person. You know what I mean, and where you're at in your life, and that type of thing. So, I mean, that makes sense for the natural progression of shit to kind of take not a momentum step back, but a volume step back at least.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's the ebb and flow. It's, you know, it's trying to, you know, it's expanding on what you have, you know what I mean? Trying to go a different route, trying to be bigger than it is. Anyway, guys, we've been on for, oh damn, it's been like almost an hour and a half. So just an update really quick before we end on what's going on where you guys are at. Cisco.
Thank y'all for sending me some money on my Cash App and Venmo. Appreciate y'all. Mwah.
They sent you money. Juan, did you get any money?
A little something.
Nope.
Well, tell them what to do.
No, man, again, it's right there, man. I don't want to pressure. I know people are hurting right now,
I don't think that they know what that is, bro. You have to say, send me money.
Okay, if you want to send me some money, fuckers, and support my comedy, it's $ only Juan V.
There you go.
There you go.
Anything for you, Kev?
Money.
I'm doing a show tomorrow, man. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, no
anything
way.
for you, Kev?
Yeah, so my debut album is out now. Went #1 on iTunes. Proud of that. High on Molly. So check that out everywhere you can buy albums. And the new podcast, Just Joking, episode 12 is out today, and we just released it with Seth Herzog, the warm-up comic for the Tonight Show. Super funny podcast. That's also available everywhere. It's Just Joking.
Awesome sauce, guys. Everything's cool here. People are starting to get pissed. You know, even though we're supposed to be under the same rules, I see where the street used to have 3 cars. Now there's 10 cars. There's no real traffic, but there's more cars on the freeway. So people are getting a little angsty. We'll see where it goes from here, man. See where it goes.
Just be safe, man. Be smart.
Ciscolio?
Listen, man, just my biggest thing is I think the country should stay shut down until this whole thing is over and done with. Because I feel like some states are going to open up and it's going to be fucking stupid. So just be safe, wash your hands, get tested. I think everybody should get tested, by the way.
Yeah, but they don't have enough tests right now. Look, bottom line is we're going to learn a lesson one way or the other.
Believe it or not, there's doctors that'll go to your house and test you for 100. I think it's like 100, 150 bucks.
Oh, that's what happened to me, except he went rectally at my house.
that was the, what do you call it? Grinder, Tinder?
Oh, sorry. I get that confused. I thought I was on ZocDoc. I was just on ZocCock, actually.
Hey, guys, it's a pleasure, man. See you guys next week. Hey, don't be late, you two fucks.
Okay. Hey, everyone supporting us, watching this, thank y'all so much. Be safe. Take care of your family, man. Be smart. All right, Kevin.
Yes.
Good talking to you, bro.
Later, homie.
Love you guys, man. Love you guys.
Love y'all too, man. All right, Ned.
Late.
Peace.